Thank you everybody for coming to our home tonight to celebrate Zach's 21st birthday. We've been collecting stories. We've been collecting stories for the past 21 years, just waiting for this day, and finally it's arrived. But actually I've decided I'm not going to embarrass Zach after all, because everyone knows he's quite a shy boy, and he likes things to be just right. For instance, when he was 10 years old, his auntie Wendy was knitting him a jumper, and she asked him how long he wanted it to be, and he said, "Oh, not that long, probably just down to my penis." So yeah, I won't. So for that reason, I won't be embarrassing him tonight. Zach is one of a household of Libran males. All three males in this house are Libran. Angus and I are both Libran as well. Librans are known for their balance and their intelligence and their beauty, and also for their fine sense of justice. In fact, one day I even thought Zach might become a lawyer. Such was his respect for the justice system. At this stage, Zach was about 8 years old and Jarrah was about 6, and I heard the two of them screaming at each other in the TV room. So I went in to see what was happening, and as a balanced, beautiful, intelligent Libran parent, I suggested that we should do what the Brady Bunch used to do, which is have a family court case, where Zach would go first, and Zach would put his case, and then Jarrah would go second, Jarrah would do her case, then there'd be cross-examination, then I would come in as the wise parent with my fine adjudication. So we agreed to this. So Zach took the stand first, and Zach said, "Well, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, minding my own business, and Jarrah just came over and punched me." And I said, "That's it, is it?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, that's fine, that's your account. Let's hear Jarrah's account of this story." So Jarrah came up and said, "Zach was just sitting there over on the couch, and I came in and I just went up and I punched him." I said, "This is an unusually easy case for me to adjudicate. Jarrah is 100% guilty and Angus is 100% innocent." I said, Sorry.
Angus is always innocent.
4 years away. And Zach is 100% innocent. And then Jarrah went into solitary confinement for a week or whatever. And then Zach came up to me at the end of the night and he goes, "Dad, I really like this court case system." Pretty easy. But the truth is, where am I? But the truth is, Jarrah and Angus are very lucky to have Zach as their older sibling, because he has such a kind heart and he cares for them, and he always used to worry about them when they were upset. And I believe that Jarrah and Angus have both learned kindness and empathy from observing their big brother, and that's why they get on so well together. And I can't recall actually ever seeing them fight, apart from the TV punching incident. And I've always admired that aspect of Zach's character. Nearly finished. In Zach's 21 years, he's travelled the world. He's done voluntary work in Laos. He's made and delivered over 10,000 pizzas. He's worked a season as a Mount Buller lifty, and he was once the Australian solar boat champion. Not Victoria, he was Australian. And after a lot of me going, "What are you going to do with your life, Zach?" After a lot of me saying, "What are you going to do with your life, Zach?" he's found the exact course and the exact direction in life that suits him, as he always said that he would. He's always told me, you don't need to worry about me, Dad, and it turns out that he was right and I was actually wrong this time. So I'm looking forward to sharing the next 21 years with Zach. I'm sure there's going to be lots of trouble. I'm sure the day is going to arrive when he's going to switch over to Richmond. And hopefully there'll be a sixth season of The Wire for us to sink our teeth into. I love you, Zach. Have a happy birthday. Yeah, okay. Just a bit of quiet for Kerry. This is his mother. She's more important than me.
No, I just wanted to thank you. I just wanted to say happy birthday, Zach. I just wanted to say that he's my extrovert, positive child, and I love the fact, one of the things I love about Zach the most, and most of you might know this, is his default is always positive, and I really love that about him, so happy birthday, Zach.
Treacherous blood, or weak fits of will, the one that you say could be the one set to kill. Don't go astray, don't even try, keep it away, 'cause your dollars can't buy life.
Happy 21st birthday. You were a great friend, so kind and so generous. But let's be honest, the only reason we're friends is because summer's coming and you have a pool. Nelson and I used to have so much fun in your pool. I think you'll remember the time where you had enough of us using you for your fabulous aquatic lifestyle. Zach was pacing up and down, angry and frustrated. He felt left out. He picked up the largest rock he could find and piffed it directly at my face. From this day, I will always have half a fake tooth. This marked the day where Zach's parents started losing trust in their little boy. Some of you may know Zach and his tendency to always want to be the hero. This ranges from chin-ups on the tram to inviting people over when he knows he really shouldn't. Oh, the poor. You don't have the best luck with your parents. You seem to get caught for everything bad you do. From getting a good behaviour bond for being in possession of pirated DVDs to your parents getting that phone call from the cops identifying your crashed abandoned car in
You'd think after getting your car crashed, it'd be a lesson learned. No more parties at the MacArthur household. But no, not for Zach. As soon as Stu and Kerry were on the next holiday, Zach had the Facey event up and running. Praise were had and Zach was ready to head out, but some people weren't ready to leave. Stupid Zach left a couple of boys back at his. A frozen chicken was left in the oven for waste, and our favourite redhead was responsible for the infamous famous lamb.
The final straw was earlier this year, feeling like we were 15 years old again and Nanny kicked us out of the house. Zach, your parents had to hire someone to make sure you didn't have people over, but you let us drink in your backyard anyway. What a hero.
Another hero moment was when we were back at mine after the Peacock and we wanted more to drink. Zach took beers from his work to our delight and spite and supplied us with a few more refreshing beverages. I have to say, Zach, your hero moment was ruined when I saw the tight ass come out in you. You asked us all to pay you back for the beers that you'd stolen in the first place.
You've always been pretty open with me about your abilities with the ladies. Like, Eva, I'm good in bed. Trust me, I am. And I just thought, you're an arrogant bastard. I mean, since Lola, all there's ever been is one night stand.
See you up there!
Zach, we've heard through the grapevine that you're a pretty big guy. Being in the friend zone, however, we've never been able to see your full potential. But after a moment after Dark Social Club a few summers ago, ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm he is a good kisser.
Second boy!
This wasn't always the case for Zach, though. His first kiss was Steph Carroll, not a bad score. However, I don't think he enjoyed it as much as he should have. He came up to me looking pretty stressed after and was like, "It was so bad, I'm such a bad kisser." It's just shit.
Zach can be a pretty gullible guy. He's pretty easy to trick. From convincing him that one of his schoolmates had his tear ducts removed so he couldn't cry on the rugby field, to being tricked into thinking that you had juice when actually it was just Gatorade at Strawberry Fields Festival.
One time Nelson and I had convinced him that a girl we worked with was 5 months pregnant. He fell for it, and the funny thing was he was still trying to razz her afterwards. Another time was Zach's first trip. It wasn't an ideal first trip. He wasn't having fun. Asking me if he'd pissed himself, I took advantage of his gullible tendencies, convincing him that he really had. The look on his face, you just can't hide that kind of embarrassment.
Zach sometimes screams out. All I can... sometimes screams out. All it can take is saying, Zach, you look green, which then most likely would lead to him then actually greening out. One time we were back at mine, and Zach, you were the one that made yourself sick. Tokyo on the joint, so hard and fast, being the hero that you are. I knew it was only a matter of time. Sure enough, Zach got up, and before retreating to my bathroom, where he spent the next few hours munting, he turned to our soul and said, with watering eyes and a slightly drooling mouth, I'm Zach, I'm a bitch.
We just want to quickly thank Kerry and Stuart for having us over. We know not everyone, the boys in particular, haven't been the best guests. We've been great. Fabulous.
Happy 21st birthday, Zachy. We love you, and we hope you have a good night.
Tomorrow, yeah. Sad-eyed lady with a low line. Come on, burn a while with me, yeah. Let's put the high life on the bonfire, baby. Let's go steal some gasoline. We'll build a fire at a mansion, watch the whole thing burn. We'll sweep out let's go steal some gasoline.
Build a fire, light a match, watch the whole thing burn.
Beside our lady of the low line. Come on, burn a while with me. Put the high life on the bonfire, baby. Let's go steal some gasoline.
I'm really stumped at what to say first of all. Leah and Eve have really killed it. I don't think there's much more I can say apart from what they've gone on about, but I'll start off by saying, I guess reiterating that thanks a lot Kerry Stewart for letting us round again. I wasn't here for the infamous 2011 incident, but I was definitely here in 2010 and we had a great time. I just like to start off with meeting. I met Zach when I changed schools in, I think it was 2008 when I moved across to Ivanhoe Grammar. Oh, come on. No heckling. And I met Zach, probably the first person I met when I went to Ivanhoe Grammar. And a few words to say about, I don't know, what can we call him? I guess he's known as Zach, Fixie Riding Bitch, Mr. Morals, or Mouseface CUNT. And one thing I'd like to reiterate especially is Zach's tendency to be an absolute hero. He is the ultimate hero. I don't know, he's up there with Superman and all that, but one thing I guess Leah and Eva got onto like at the start was that Zach really likes to get naked. Like really, I don't know what it is. Like, you know, when I'm off my head, you know, I'm like 10 beers deep, a couple of pills, whatever. I mean, I'm alright. But Zach has a tendency to get naked. The first time I witnessed this was probably 2011 when we were overseas and we were at the infamous Vang Vieng tubing, and there's a little tower there. It's probably about 10 metres high like this, and you know there's a couple of hundred people sitting around next to this bar, and Zach decides to get up there, you know, rip his pants off straight away and does a naked blackout off the fucking top of the tower. I don't know, is that heroic? It's ridiculous. Alright, decided to repeat the feat a couple of minutes later. And I guess to prove this isn't just like a one-off incident, he did it again last year, and I have a video of it, and I'm really disappointed I can't show it to you, but he did a naked backflip off the boat we were in Cambodia. No shame at all, like a crowd really doesn't look like doing anything wrong for him. Another thing I think I know about Zach, he's an absolute music Nazi. Over at school one time, at school, Zach used to try and lead us into classrooms, break into classrooms at lunchtime, so he'd go plug his iPod into the thing and show us all the new songs he'd found. Ridiculous. And probably the best memory I ever had at school, and especially related to his moral tendencies, was one time Zach, I guess we all know he's a bit of a victim sometimes. Nice get good. One time Emil was just throwing grapes at his head repetitively. So Zach decides to get up and hold the apple in his hand and peg it directly at Emil's head. All unbeknownst to Zach is Emil ducks down. We have this nice little, you know, Chinese exchange student. She's probably paying about $30,000 a year to come to Ivanhoe. And she's sitting there. Just, you know, minding her lunch, getting her last little takeaway down. And Emil manages to duck down and Zach KOs this girl in the head with an apple. And I've really like, there's crying and there's this. Like this girl crying for about 10 minutes. Oh God. Ridiculous. Anyway, I can't top what Leah and Eva have said, but first of all, I'd just like to say everyone to hold your glass up. Yeah. Show Finley. And say happy 21st birthday. I've enjoyed the last 6 years of knowing each other, and I think it's going to be good from now on, as long as I don't get naked again. Alright, maybe I can
known Zach since I was 15 and he's still as anxious as he was back then. We know he likes his music and he likes his acid, so all the boys he's grown up with, we all chipped in together, we bought him a nice gift. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy that. Like, there's a book here. There's a book here for you from Ben Smalley in particular.
What is it, Zach?
It's called LSD. And we got him one. Are you next to him for the present?
Open it up, can't open it up. Why not? I'm gonna say this is from the boys. You get them a present, and it's a tradition. You got a fucking skull, man.
I figured out he's doing a career path where he needs to chill out. He's got something to help him on his life.
Oh, what you got here, second boy?
You're gonna like the rapping, of course.
I can't get this one. I'm sorry, thank you.
Just like that. Shut up! Thank you. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming. Good. Thank everyone who's come a long way. And I'd like to thank my dad for just doing so much tonight.
Yeah, especially letting us back.
Thanks, guys.
Angus.
That's it. Last party.